Xiao Yan, a name that resonates across the vast continent of Dou Qi, a name that stands for talent, perseverance, and unimaginable growth. In just 37 years, this once ridiculed genius rose from the third stage of Dou Qi to the legendary realm of Dou Di. Today, we will walk through his life's journey, from a child prodigy to Emperor Yan, step by step. In the world of battle through the heavens, countless ancient monsters have lived for thousands of years. Figures like Zhu Kun, Tiandi, and Gu Yuan. Yet Xiao Yan, a mere youth from the Jiama Empire, reached the level of Dou Di before the age of 40. When you put it into perspective, it's like your 5-year-old child suddenly teaching a college-level class. That's how ridiculous and awe-inspiring his growth was. Let's start at the very beginning. Xiao Yan wasn't even originally from this world. Like Yefan, he was a transmigrator from Earth. But unlike Yefan, who once returned home even with sky-high parking debts, Xiao Yan never looked back. Once he stepped into the world of cultivation, he never turned around. Instead, he walked a path of fire and blood, forging a legend that would never be forgotten. At the age of 4, he began refining Qi. By the time he was 10, he had reached the 9th stage of Dou Qi. Already, he was considered a prodigy. Then at 11, he successfully condensed the Dou Qi cyclone, becoming the youngest Douzhou fighter in his clan's history. His future seemed limitless, but fate had other plans. Because of Yao Lao, the spirit sealed inside a mysterious ring, Xiao Yan's cultivation was secretly drained. Unaware of this, his strength began to fall, and his status declined. He became a laughingstock. At 15, the humiliation peaked when Nalen Yanran, young master of the prestigious Yunlin sect, publicly broke off their engagement. In that moment, Xiao Yan made a 3-year vow. He would return, stronger than ever, and defeat her. What followed was 3 years of intense training under the guidance of Yao Lao. They ventured deep into the Warcraft Mountains, where Xiao Yan experienced real life-and-death battles. He met Yun during this period, an encounter that would complicate his emotional journey. He then traveled to the Tagore Desert, where he obtained the Qinglian Earth Core Fire, an ancient heavenly flame. There he also encountered Queen Medusa, who would eventually become one of the most important people in his life. By the age of 18, Xiao Yan returned for the 3-year agreement. With only the strength of a 1-star Dadu Shi, he defeated Nalan Yanran, who was already a 2-star fighter. It was a public humiliation for Yunlan sect and a glorious comeback for Xiao Yan. However, the celebration didn't last long. His father, Xiao Zhan, was captured due to possessing a piece of the Tuoshe ancient emperor jade. Xiao Yan then stormed Yunlan sect for a second time, demanding justice. He killed Yun Ling and escaped, thanks to the help of Medusa, Hai Lao, and Yao Lao. He fled to Canaan College, where he spent the next 3 years sharpening his skills. There he founded his own faction, Pan Men, and conquered the Tianfen refining Qi Tower. He subdued the Fallen Heart Flame, advanced his cultivation, and reached the peak of Dou Wang. That year, Xiao Yan was just 21. In the same year, he returned once again to the Jiama Empire, launching a 3rd assault on Yunlin sect. This time, he killed Yun Shan. But the victory came at a steep price. Yao Lao was captured by the Soul Palace. At 22, to protect his people and restore what was taken, he founded the Yan Alliance. After a year of retreat and cultivation, he broke through to 1-star Du Huang. At 23, he fought against the 3 great empires threatening the Jiama Empire. During this campaign, he reunited with Xiao Yixian, a childhood friend. After the conflict was resolved, he returned to the Black Corner region, rescued Skyfire Venerable from captivity, helped Xiao Yixian gain control over her deadly poison body, and refined the Sky Soul Melting Blood Pill for Medusa. His strength advanced to 7-star Du Huang during this phase. At 24, he set out for Zhongzhou, a far more dangerous and resource-rich land. With Xiao Yixian and Ziyan by his side, he launched the mission to rescue Yao Lao and his father. Along the way, he helped Han Yue and Han Shui annihilate the Chen family, clashed with Fenglei North Pavilion, and trained at the Tianshan Blood Pond, breaking through to 1-star Duzong. During the 4 Pavilion Conference, he battled the geniuses of Zhongzhou and faced off with Feng Qing'er. Later in Fenyan Valley, he learned the complete version of Tianhuo Sangshuanbian. At 25, he had already reached 4-star Dozong. He then journeyed to obtain the 3,000 Burning Flame, defeated Xiao Dan at the Alchemy Conference, and emerged as the champion. In the Starry Domain, he conquered the flame and shot up to 9-star Daozong. In the Dead Soul Mountain, he teamed up with Feng Sun, Tiejin Sun, and others to rescue Yao Lao. Though ambushed by the old ghost Jiaxing, he was slapped straight into the realm of Dou Sun. Later in the ancient ruins, he found the soul infant fruit and revived Yao Lao, who broke through to semi-saint. At 27, Xiao Yan used the remains of a Dao Xing's arm to push himself to 2-star Dao Zun. When he learned that Yun was in danger, he went to Huazong and trained for over a month, promoting himself to 4-star Dou Sun, using the Bone Spirit Cold Flame. Afterward, he helped Ziyan refine the Dragon Emperor Crystal and advanced to 5-star Dao Zun in the Void Thunder Pool. He then participated in the coming-of-age ceremony of the ancient clan and inherited the duty bloodline of his ancestor Xiao Xuan, pushing his strength to the peak of 8-star Du Sun. At 29, upon learning that the Jiama Empire was under attack by the Lion Nether Sect in the Soul Palace, he led over 30 Du Zuns into battle, rescuing Xiao Xiao and Kai Lin. His Yan alliance grew into the dominant power in the northwest. Later, at the Space Trade Fair, he found the last piece of the pure lotus demon fire and learned of the Bodhi ancient tree's location. After enduring 100 cycles of reincarnation within the Bodhi tree, his strength reached the peak of 9-turn Dozun. With the Bodhi seed and other treasures, he went into seclusion again. At 31, he broke through to 1-star Du Sheng and defeated the Soul Palace lords who came to Xingyun Pavilion to cause trouble. Realizing the Soul Palace's growing threat, Xiao Yan united the Xiaodan Tower, Burning Flame Valley, and Flower Sect into the Tianfu Alliance. With just 9 months left before the arrival of the demonic fire, he broke through again, this time to 2-star Daosheng, and obtained the soul and blood of the Huangquan Demon Saint from the 9 Nether Earth Python clan. His soul reached Heaven Realm perfection. Soon after, Xiao Yan and Zhuner were pulled into the demon fire space by the pure lotus demon fire. 2 years later, at 34, he emerged as a 5-star Du Sheng. He led the Tianfu Alliance in a war against the Soul Palace, severely injuring Hun Misheng. Then came a critical moment. Ziyan was besieged by the 3 Dragon Kings. Xiao Yan rushed to Donglong Island, killed the 6-star Dou Shengbei Longwang, and turned him into the puppet Bei Wang. He joined Yao Lao at the Yao clan's Pharmacopoeia meeting, where he defeated Yao Wanggui, refined a 9th grade Xuandan, and became the top alchemist on the continent. Tragedy struck when the Yao clan was ambushed by the void-swallowing flame and 4 Soul Clan demon saints. As Yao Dan self-destructed to save them, Xiao Yan, Yao Lao, and a few survivors fled to the ancient clan. Pursued relentlessly, Xiao Yan consumed the 9th grade Xuandan, pushing himself to mid-6-star Du Sheng. He entered the heavenly curtain, where Xiao Xuan used his soul to refine the curtain's essence. Xiao Yan's soul stepped into the realm of the emperor. His strength also surged to 7-star Du Sheng. At this point, he was 36 years and 8 months old. Finally, the moment arrived. To save his father, Xiao Yan offered Tuoshe ancient emperor jade in exchange. Meanwhile, Hun Tiandi used the emperor-grade young pill to break through to Dodi. Xiao Yan retreated into the curtain for half a year, inherited the legacy of the ancient emperor, and finally broke through to become a true Dodi. At the age of 37, Xiao Yan stood at the pinnacle. With the emperor body, he sealed Hun Tiandi, ending the chaos and fulfilling his destiny. From a disgraced genius to Emperor Yan, Xiao Yan's path was never smooth. He was always fighting, always climbing, never stopping. Whether saving loved ones or fighting for the continent's future, he never rested. And now, as the battle through the heavens animation nears its end, with episode 1325 already out, and only 321 chapters left of the original story, we're in the final stretch. If it keeps adapting 6 chapters per episode, we might only have 50 to 55 episodes left. 1 more year and the journey will be complete. So tell me, how do you feel knowing that this legendary story is almost at its end? And so, the tale of Xiao Yan, the once fallen genius who rose to become Emperor Yan, draws closer to its conclusion. From bitter humiliation to burning determination, from isolation to alliance, from a powerless youth to the man who defied fate itself, his journey has inspired millions. But beyond the battles, beyond the flames, and beyond the titles, lies a truth we all feel. The end of an era is near. If battle through the heavens has shaped a part of your life, if Xiao Yan's journey has ever pushed you to keep going when the world turned its back, then stay with us, because we're not done yet. More is coming, the final clash, the final rise, the final goodbye. Until then, remember, every flame starts from a spark. And legends, they're not born, they're forged. If this story moved you, like, share, and subscribe for more epic journeys, character breakdowns, and full saga recaps. And I'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep the flame alive.